Lopez moments away from having it happen. And there it is. He has done it.
Just to enjoy and reflect on what a week it's been. But here comes Shakur Stevenson.
Two world-class fighters at the peak of their abilities collide in an electrifying matchup, delivering the kind of high-stakes drama that defines great boxing.
They knew it amidst reported chaos. Look at this finish from Teofimo.
Teofimo Lopez defeated Josh Taylor to capture the WBO super lightweight belt, marking another world title achievement in his career.
WBO lineal junior welterweight champion of the world. The tape.
We just beat the #1 ranked guy, #1 champion, lineal world champion, Josh Taylor, former undisputed world champion.
Shakur Stevenson defeated William Zepeda to capture the world championship, reinforcing his place among boxing's elite.
Big options. With this type of performance, all those guys wouldn't mind stepping in the ring with Stevenson.
Teofimo Lopez turned back Arnold Barboza Jr., successfully defending his WBO super lightweight junior welterweight championship.
Confidence as he goes through the round. He knows that he's probably well ahead in the fight.
At the same time, Shakur Stevenson continued to perform at the highest level, earning a clear win over William Zepeda and reinforcing his standing as a world champion.
Decision, the fighting pride of Newark, New Jersey, and still the undefeated WBC lightweight champion of the world.
During Teofimo Lopez's fight camp, Shakur Stevenson committed to rigorous training under the watchful eye of Terrence Crawford, who oversaw the process and fine-tuned every aspect to ensure top-level readiness.
Patient.
Start the year off right. What the fuck go on? We about to take this shit over. The whole family. You know that.
Shakur Stevenson works closely with his coach, Ronald Sims, who brings expert guidance to sharpen his technique, strategy, and conditioning for elite performance.
So you can point your fingers. I say that's the bad guy. So, will I make you good? Yeah, get ready. We need to be pushed today. Bring the smoke, baby. Yep, that's fine. Yep, that's that fine. July 12th, demolishment. We're gonna demolish it. Guys way too slow, sports too sharp, too fast, too strong.
At the same time, Teofimo Lopez commits himself fully in camp, concentrating on strength, technical sharpness, and game planning as he prepares for his next fight.
Way more motivated this time, you know what I'm saying? He's got a lot to prove. You know, he's got to defend his Ring Magazine title. You know, he's the best in the division right now, holding the Ring Magazine by beating Josh Taylor. So, you know, we got to go in there and, you know, keep that belt, keep that Ring Magazine. Every time you throw a right hand, you got to pull back, go under. It's about motion.
Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez are the matchup fans have been waiting for. Shakur understands the skill set, power, and difficulty Lopez brings to the ring, fully aware of the elite challenge in front of him. Still, he welcomes the moment, knowing the stakes and intensity this showdown demands from two champions. Inside his training camp, Stevenson grinds relentlessly, sharpening every part of his game: speed, defense, footwork, and power. While preparing in detail for his clash with Lopez, his focus is clear. Enter the ring fully prepared to impose his will against one of boxing's most dangerous opponents. Adding to the tension, Boots Ennis has issued a direct warning to Teofimo Lopez, making it clear just how serious a threat Shakur Stevenson truly is.
I think Teo the truth, bro. I think that me and him came up together. He been the truth. He been winning tournaments after tournaments with me, alongside of me. So I know what I'm dealing with, bro. I know what type of fighter this is. I know I gotta up my level that night because of who I'm in front of.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, how do you see it, right? Because I hear people saying different things, right? Like media pundits and fans. I brought this up to your grandfather on live the other day. Some people say Teo's more athletic than you. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. It's hard to say who's more athletic. How you gonna say, okay, let's say they say he more athletic than me. If he more athletic than me, if we go outside and do any sport, any other sport besides boxing, can he beat me in it?
What you mean, like basketball or race or running a race?
Any sport, bro. Is he more athletic than me? Because, like, how you gonna be more athletic than me? You can't do nothing better than me at any sport.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I don't know. I wonder. I don't know. I mean, he's an athletic guy. I don't know.
I'm from the trenches, bro. I come from the hood, bro. He comes from where, bro?
He say Brooklyn, but he be saying he's from Brooklyn, though. I don't know where he's from.
From Florida.
Florida?
He's probably born in Brooklyn. Yeah. He's from Florida. But I'm just saying, like, where I come from is like the hood. I go outside and play basketball every day. I go outside and play football every day of my life. Yeah. So for him to be like more athletic, okay, cool. That's what y'all call it, bro. Man. I don't know. We'll see you on fight night.
How do you envision it? I mean, I'm sure you played it out in your mind a bunch of times already.
Me just making a great fighter look average. That's how I see it.
Are you gonna fight like the Zepeda way? Because that was the first time we see you fight like that.
I can't tell you how I'm gonna fight. I fight different styles for different people. Yeah. So I may fight this way for this guy. I may fight the other way for another guy. But my main objective is to get the job done. Yeah.
According to Boots Ennis, Shakur Stevenson's speed isn't just fast, it's a weapon. It allows him to control the tempo of a fight, evade attacks with pinpoint accuracy, and deliver perfectly timed counters. Ennis also stresses that Lopez cannot underestimate Stevenson's intelligence, tactical awareness, and ring savvy. Every punch, combination, and movement Stevenson makes is deliberate, reflecting his elite skill level and careful preparation. Facing him requires respect, strategy, and the ability to adjust instantly, because even a small mistake can have serious consequences. This insight highlights the challenge Lopez will face in the ring. Stevenson has the ability to control the fight, neutralize threats, and exploit the tiniest openings in his opponent. It's a clear reminder that at the highest levels of boxing, talent alone isn't enough. Discipline, strategy, and execution are just as critical. And in all of those areas, Stevenson excels.
We'll pick them apart. And I gotta tell everybody that Wichicombe is real athletic too. Teofimo. So I mean, I don't think it's gonna be an easy fight. You know what I mean? People think, a lot of people say it's gonna be easy and all that. Nah. Teofimo can punch and he can box. And like I said, he's real athletic. So, you know what I mean? That'll make it a little difficult right there, you know what I mean?
I see a lot of people going back and forth with it. Some people think Teo got the advantage because of the weight and that he's athletic and explosive. Some people say Shakur is the better boxer.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. How you see that fight ending?
Well, they saying, they got the weight and all that. I see Shakur boxing big guys, light heavyweights and all that stuff. It's like moves. He box heavyweights and put heavyweights down. You know what I mean? I think that's the right move for him. You know what I mean? Get up, and I think he can really do good at that weight.
This isn't a stoppage.
I'm looking at a decision, not a stoppage. But then it all according how Teo come in. If Teo come at him, you know what I mean, he gonna run into some shots. It might be over. You know what I mean?
Now, you always tell me it's the shot that you don't see coming.
That's
That power is speed.
Right.
So, could it be a situation where people underestimate Shakur's punching power?
Yeah. I think Shakur can punch. You know what I mean? I think he can punch. It's just like I said, speed is power. You know, not them guys, muscle bound guys come in and you talking about, oh, he can punch and all that. Like I just got finished saying, like you just got finished saying, matter of fact, the punch that you don't see knocks him out. And they always say, man, I didn't see that punch coming. That's the one you worry about. I mean, then you got to look at this. Shakur, he got speed. He got speed. He a technician.
Roy Jones Jr. offers insight into the difference between fighters of his era and today's athletes, highlighting the importance of respect, conduct, and character. For Jones, boxing was never solely about talent, athleticism, or winning. It was a test of discipline, personal honor, and manhood. Fighters were expected to carry themselves with dignity, show respect to opponents and trainers, and honor the sport, all while projecting confidence and proving their strength. Jones emphasizes that old-school fighters balanced skill, strategy, and discipline with responsibility, knowing that their reputation outside the ring was just as important as their performance inside it. True champions, he explains, combine respect for others with assertiveness when defending themselves. In contrast, modern boxing often prioritizes hype, showmanship, and media attention, sometimes at the expense of these fundamental values. Yet Jones believes that timeless principles, honor, accountability, and standing firm in one's convictions remain essential. Ultimately, a fighter's legacy is measured not only by victories, but also by character, integrity, and respect, both in and out of the ring.
Announced the fight. I don't understand the press conference. Shakur Stevenson looked confused about the press conference. Teofimo Lopez is known for saying outlandish things, but I've noticed over the last couple years, he's making less and less sense when he speaks. Like, the types of things that he's saying at the press conference are just unnecessary. The things that he's saying and the way he's saying it, I don't know if it's nervous energy. I don't know if he's just trying to get a rise out of these cameras and people online so they can talk about him. I really don't know what it is, but I don't understand why guys do things like that. What does that have to do with the fight? What does that have to do with boxing? The only thing you might accomplish out of that is making Shakur Stevenson mad, and he try to make you pay for that come fight night on January 31st. I don't get that kind of stuff. See, we'll look at stuff like that and we'll laugh at it in the sport of boxing, and we won't say that that's affecting boxing or hurting boxing. We'll just say that's just the way fighters are. But we'll get mad at a Jake Paul and we'll say that he's ruining boxing because you don't like Jake Paul or the things that he says or the fact that he's making money in a space that he didn't grow up in. To me, these are the kind of things. Press conferences like that, when you got Teofimo Lopez saying some of the things that he said, that's the kind of stuff that give boxing and fighters a black eye. That's why when we walk in a room and people know that you fought for a living or you currently fight for a living, they expect a certain type of thing. They look at you a certain type of way, and you almost gotta prove that you're not that to be able to get some respect when you're speaking to people, because they don't expect us to be people who are sensible, people that can articulate their words, people that can be sensible about how they go about their everyday life. So I personally, listen, everybody goes about this fight thing, this competition thing different. I'm not saying nobody has to be like me, got to be like you or anybody else. Be yourself, but that kind of stuff, to me, I don't really see a place for it in the sport of boxing. It don't make sense. It got everybody scratching their head, and your opponent who came there to talk to you about this fight, he wants to hear what you got to say about what you gonna do to him and vice versa. But you got an opponent in Shakur Stevenson who's confused now. He literally was looking around like the look that Shakur Stevenson had on his face was, I did not come here for this. And I think he even said, I really don't know what to say about it. That don't make for a good press conference to me.
Yeah, I know. But see, this is what I try to tell you about. I know y'all don't hear me a lot of time when I say it. There's old school and there's new school. Old school has something that had been said, they would not have allowed us to be able to come face to face. Because you don't say it to me, and think I ain't finna try to tear your head off as soon as I get close to you.
Well,
You
so
understand
you're not
where I
gonna wait
come
till a
from?
fight night. You're gonna
Do you
get
understand?
it
Do you
in
understand where I
that
come from?
day.
Because some things are too. Because sometimes you go a little bit beyond respect. That's disrespectful. If you disrespect me on any level, we fighting then. Now I'm gonna try to hold it together but if you disrespect me, which is what he just did, I'm not gonna ask him about what he talking about. When I get close enough, I'm finna show him what I ain't talking about. You understand where I'm coming from? So there's a difference. That's why I say you gotta know the difference from the old school and the new school. Had he said that in my day, they could not. I would tell them, listen, whatever y'all do, don't let me get close to him.
Chris Algieri highlights the importance of elite fighters taking on one another, even when the risks are at their highest. To him, boxing is about far more than protecting a record, avoiding danger, or chasing easy wins. It's about testing limits, pushing boundaries, and demonstrating true skill under pressure. Facing top-tier opponents challenges every aspect of a boxer's game, from technical skill and strategy to mental toughness, patience, and conditioning. These high-stakes matchups reveal a fighter's true abilities, separating the merely good from the truly exceptional. Avoiding challenges might preserve an unbeaten record in the short term, but it does little to earn respect, legitimacy, or a lasting legacy. For Algieri, true champions are defined by courage, resilience, and the willingness to face the best, learning lessons from every fight, win or lose. The heart of boxing, he explains, lies in these confrontations, where determination, skill, and strategy collide against elite competition, creating moments that shape careers and elevate the sport itself.
Guys take the risk, and let's be okay with fighters having losses. How about that? Guys can have losses and still be at the top of the game. Why not? So this is a really important fight, I think, for the health of the sport. You have gone on record several times saying it's not going to be the best fight or, burning, raging fight, whatever. I think it's going to be an awesome fight because of the level. And it's one of those fights you're just like on the edge of your seat because it's so tight. Are they going to throw a million punches? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I think the level is going to be so high, it's going to overshadow that they're not that busy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think it's going to be. I mean, you don't have to. You follow the sport, and it's not going to be like some type of shootout. But it's very important. I did say that numerous times. This is a very important fight. Shakur wins. I think he belongs in the top.
Shane Mosley stresses that the outcome of any major fight ultimately comes down to the styles and skills fighters bring to the ring on that night. In his view, attributes like power, speed, patience, and adaptability matter far more than pre-fight hype or media predictions. A fighter's ability to read their opponent, adjust tactics mid-fight, and exploit openings often decides the result more than reputation or popularity. Mosley's insight is a reminder that boxing isn't about who has the loudest voice or the most impressive record. It's a technical, strategic sport where split-second decisions can change everything. Preparation, discipline, and mental toughness are just as important as physical talent. Underestimating an opponent or getting caught up in hype can be costly. Ultimately, Mosley believes that true greatness in boxing is defined by execution and adaptability inside the ropes. A fighter's real measure is proven round by round in the heat of the battle.
If Shakur Stevenson is going to get slower moving up in weight or not, where Teofimo can hit him. Maybe he was really fast at 130, 26-30, maybe 35, but 40, you put on a little bit more weight. Shakur Stevenson has a very strong style where he can sit back and pot shot you and box and stuff like that, where Teofimo can also box and is very athletic and can get from side to side and make things difficult for you as well. So what style is going to impose on the other is what we want to see.
So which style will impose? Is it something where like the first rounds really will dictate, or?
I think you're gonna need a couple of rounds, but the first round is gonna be very interesting. Maybe you see some tails, but I think maybe 2 or 3 you're gonna start seeing one leave the other. Because I don't think that. Well, maybe. I mean, Shakur might show some different. If he has to go after Teofimo, he might show some different type of heart that we haven't seen, or different type of fighting we haven't seen, and vice versa. Whereas Teofimo's hitting him with different shots off the angle. that is kind of giving, you know, Shakur Stevenson trouble. We'll see about that.
That wraps up today's video. Be sure to stay tuned for more.